BTS news. The world of K-pop is once again rocked by an emotional moment. This time it comes from two BTS members who are known to be very close, Jungkook and Jimin. A shocking moment that happened in private but leaked to the public managed to make the army from all over the world dissolve in tears. A simple but meaningful sentence spoken by Jungkook to Jimin managed to pierce the hearts of not only Jimin himself, but also the fans who heard the news. What exactly happened between these two friends and colleagues? Why did Jungkook's words make Jimin cry in the middle of a seemingly ordinary atmosphere? This incident began when the two reportedly met in a closed room after official military activities. Although there is little information that can be confirmed directly, sources say that the atmosphere at that time was very personal. No cameras, no managers, just two men who have been traveling together for over a decade, sit face to face and talk heart to heart. Jimin, who is known as a very expressive and empathetic figure, reportedly could not hold back his tears. After hearing one sentence from Jungkook, the latter sentence is referred to as the most honest confession from the meaning. According to a source who did not want to be named, their conversation was calm at first. Jungkook stared at Jimin deeply, then in a quiet voice, he spoke words that made time seem to stop. "Hyung, all this time, I only looked strong because you kept standing next to me. No screaming, no dramatic hugs. Just that sentence, spoken in an almost whispered voice. But the effect is so great." Jimin, who heard those words, immediately lowered his head, biting his lips, and finally wept in silence. To outsiders, the phrase may sound familiar. But for those who know the history of BTS, especially the closeness between Jungkook and Jimin, the sentence carries a huge emotional burden. Jungkook is the youngest member of BTS, a figure who grew up under the watchful eye of his Hyung. From a teenager, he learned to be a world star, learned to be a strong man, tough, and often looks unshakable. But only Jimin knows how hard Jungkook struggles behind the scenes, how much pressure he has felt over the years. This is not just a word of thanks. It was a confession, an emotional statement from someone who has rarely revealed his heart. It was Jungkook's way of showing that behind his strength and independence, he still needs other people, especially Jimin. And Jimin, who always thought of himself as the older brother who should take care of, unable to hold back the emotion because Jungkook finally spoke up, shows that their relationship is not just a formality among group members, but a very deep, sincere, honest bond. The public reaction immediately exploded after footage of this story spread on social media. Although there is no visual recording of that moment, the recognition of some people who witnessed indirectly made the atmosphere very emotional. Armies from different parts of the world began flooding Platform X, formerly Twitter, and Weverse with messages of love, support, and thanks for both. Many of them admitted that they cried just because they imagined Jimin's expression when they heard that sentence. Jungkook and Jimin's relationship has long been a concern for fans. From their interactions on stage, interviews, up to behind-the-scenes documentation, it is clear that the two have a chemistry that is difficult to describe in words. They're not just co-workers, but friends who complement and support each other. Jimin is often the first to notice that Jungkook is not doing well. He is a person who does not hesitate to hug Jungkook when the world feels heavy, which gives a sincere smile when the mood of the magne is collapsing. However, the rare moment when Jungkook publicly voices how valuable Jimin is in his life becomes something different. It's not about fan service, nor is it about just showing closeness. It is a moment in which a person who is usually reserved and keeps everything in the heart finally talk and say the hardest thing to say, that she is fragile, and that she is only strong because there is someone who is always with her. The story is constantly evolving. There is a lot of speculation as to what exactly sparked this moment. Some say that Jungkook is going through a difficult time in his military training, and Jimin came to give encouragement. Some also mentioned that the meeting took place after an important event involving other BTS members, which made Jungkook feel very emotional and needed special time with Jimin. After the moment spread, many wondered what made Jungkook finally speak in such an honest way. Over the years, Jungkook has been known to work hard without complaining, a figure who prioritizes teamwork and holds many things to himself. But long silence can be a burden, and conscription time can be a quiet space that reunites him with the thoughts he has buried. There are other sources that mention that before the meeting, Jungkook had restless nights in a military dormitory. He reportedly stared at the night sky several times and said that he missed the early days with BTS members, the time when everything was simple. On one occasion, he reportedly stated that he missed Jimin's voice the most while laughing, something that to many may sound trivial, but for Jungkook, it was a soothing sound. And when the opportunity to meet Jimin came, All those emotions could no longer be contained. Jimin, who has been known as a figure full of tenderness and very flavorful, of course not just crying because of that sentence, but also because he realized how much emotional responsibility he had been carrying. He has not only become a close friend, but has become an emotional buffer for a person who secretly puts a huge burden on his shoulders. The tears that fell from Jimin's eyes were not weak cries. They are tears of acceptance, tears born of deep and sincere love for a person he looked like his own brother, or even more so. Beyond those personal moments, fans began digging back into past moments between the two. Footage from previous years goes viral again, as Jimin hugs Jungkook secretly backstage, when Jimin gently fixes Jungkook's hair before performing, or when they laugh like little kids in the rehearsal room. Every interaction now feels like a clue to that moment of emotional recognition. It was as if everything had formed a path to the sentence that finally came out of Jungkook's mouth. It didn't take long before Korean and international media began to bring this news to the fore. Korean media called it one of the most moving moments in the history of the relationship between idol group members, while Western outlets refer to it as proof that true friendship in the world of the entertainment industry is real. Netizens' reactions were mixed. Many are touched and claim to gain strength from this story. Some say that Jungkook and Jimin's relationship helped them believe again in the meaning of sincere friendship. Amid the news frenzy, a brief statement from Big Hit Music appeared in the media. They do not dispute the incident, but it cautiously asks the public to respect the privacy of members who are serving a term of state duty. The statement ends with a sentence that implies that the relationship between BTS members is something they are very proud of and will always maintain. Interestingly, although there are not many direct statements from Jimin and Jungkook regarding the incident, and quote from in a couple of written posts that later appeared on Weverse after, both Jimin and Jungkook wrote encouraging words. Jungkook wrote, "Some things you can only feel when you are silent. I'm thankful I'm not alone." Jimin wrote, "When someone opens their heart, it's a gift, and I accept it with great respect." Those words were enough to make the army cry again. Many of them responded with phrases like, "We will take care of you as you take care of each other. Your relationship is an inspiration to all of us." Fan art pops up, depicting an embrace between Jungkook and Jimin, teary eyes, and the night sky sees it all. BTS old songs that imply the meaning of togetherness, like Young Forever and Spring Day, it's back on the digital charts as if the public is celebrating the return of the values of love and the friendship offered by BTS from the beginning. However, behind all that, there is a big question hanging in the air. Is Jungkook's sentence the beginning of something bigger? Some Korean entertainment analysts speculate that the depth of emotion shown by Jungkook, it may be related to a major decision or plan under consideration, probably about a post-military career. Perhaps about the personal life that he has been keeping tightly.